Thank you to Ubisoft for providing me access to this preview.
Levels like a true gaming fiend. She's got the skill, she's got the moves. She's the queen of the virtual scene. Gaming chick, oh wow. She's a gaming chick, ruling the gaming world with every click. Oh wow. She's the one to beat. She'll never back down or take defeat. Gaming chick.
I recently got the opportunity to get an early preview with Star Wars Outlaws thanks to the invitation received from Ubisoft. While I cannot disclose everything I have seen, played, or all the tricks the game has up its sleeves, I can tell you quite a bit about my experience and why this game could potentially end up as a sleeper hit for the company this year, similar to a few years ago with the title Immortals Phoenix Rising. Through this adventure across the vast galaxy, the core aspects you will want to pay attention to and learn fast about is the teamwork between our main character Kay and her trusty little sidekick named Nix. Basically, it's your Han Solo and Chewbacca type of relationship, only Nix isn't screaming with his every 5 minutes and wanting to rip someone's arms out of their sockets because they lost a game to them. Nope, not little Nix. The little friend is innocent, I swear. Attack! Rip his face off! Okay, sorry, maybe Nix isn't that innocent, but he does come in handy a lot, and he will be crucial for a variety of traversals, ways to get inside rooms, or offer ways to aid you in combat should you need help. Honestly, yeah, you're probably going to need help because blasters actually do a fair amount of damage to you because all of these regular humans that are after you to kill actually can hit you because they aren't as terrible and trash shooters like your typical stormtroopers are. Slander stormtroopers aside, you will take a ton of damage, and sometimes not even using a health regeneration is enough to just Leroy Jenkins your way through an area of baddies. Sometimes you have to use your intelligence to figure out the correct course of action to take. For example, several missions require you to use your stealth to your advantage to avoid detection. This involves you finding secret vents and ladders to bypass securities, find ways to dodge security cameras, wait for troops or enemies to move positions before making a run for it, etc., etc. But when all those options fail, you must then turn to Nix. With Nix, you have multiple options to choose from, such as ordering Nix to run away from you and make noises and growl to get the enemy's attention. This allows you to sneak up from behind the enemy and give them a quick stealth combo and send them screaming to their nap time. Nix also can be sent to enemies to jump on their face and attack like he's a friggin' face hugger from Aliens as well, which can also be used to either allow you to distract a troop so you can focus on a harder enemy, or take advantage and melee the face-hugged enemy to take them down before they sound an alarm. Nix is probably going to be one of your most used allies, especially when it comes to making him basically like your R2-D2 by allowing him to find his own passageways to get around a laser barrier to open a door for you, fetch item, set traps, and even get the option to give the good boy some pets. Aw, who's a good doggy? Who's a good doggy? You are! Yes, you are! Wait, what even are you? A dog? Cat? Squirrel?
Liquid snake.
Liquid snake. Liquid snake.
Liquid snake. Snake, you've been talking to
Me, dear brother. Liquid.
My adventure immediately kicked off with Kay trying to get her ship started, but to no avail. She needs it to be fixed, and soon comes upon a friendly face named Waka who can actually fix her ship, but it will take some time to do. Waka informs us that the parts we need are not here, so we should head to Mirogana to meet with a character who might just have what we need, but it won't be cheap. So in typical role-playing fashion for Western RPGs, you must take on jobs for other characters around this underground city in order to gain currency needed to buy gear, upgrades, or even bribe people to get into restricted areas you might not have been able to get into when you were a broke bum like me. But before even reaching the city itself to indulge myself in these festivities, I was attacked by bandits! Freaking jerks! Luckily, I was able to fend them off extremely easily, but then my next challenge immediately awaited me. Riding a speeder. Uh-oh. You guys know me and my driving skills, right? Well, now add in being chased by like 6 bandits on their own speeders while trying to maintain control of my own as I zipped and sped along this huge and vast open world the game has to offer. Luckily, I'm so damn skilled at driving in video games that absolutely nothing went wrong, right?
It's Kay.
Alright, Kay. You'll find Cora upstairs in the calls.
While using Nyx and stealthing is the way to go for most things during my 4-hour window of playtime, Kay isn't just vulnerable with no weapons like it's an Outlast game or something. Nope. In this game, it works similar to the way that past non-Jedi games worked, such as Shadows of the Empire on Nintendo 64. Here in Outlaws, Kay uses his blaster that allows you to pew-pew your enemies into oblivion, but also allows you to switch to different settings, which can channel an electric effect that can take down enemies that use barrier shields and to stun them, and even can be used for a variety of puzzle solutions like destroying energy shields or charging generators to unlock a path that was previously shut off to you. And mixed alongside Nyx's Eagle Vision that operates similar to other games like Batman games, allows you to scan the area to find nearby enemies and interactable objects and objectives, and those two in tandem with each other gave me all that I needed to take on the threats in my way. Well, sometimes. I often got a little bit antsy and got brave and decided that I wanted to take on a whole town by myself, and, well, yeah, that didn't work out. Oops.
Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Ugh. Usually stealthing games is not really my cup of tea. I generally do not have the patience for it like I did when I was younger, but here, it does seem varied enough with your approaches that even when doing stealth missions like being tasked to steal a relic by sneaking around Empire facilities, or trying to snag a room access card, it makes you think of ways to distract an enemy, and more often than not, it ends up with Nyx as being your total lifesaver to get you out of some troublesome situations. I was also introduced to a lockpicking mechanic that, unlike games like Elder Scrolls Oblivion that has you moving around with the mechanism with a limited amount of lockpicks, here in Outlaws, you have unlimited attempts, as long as you time the button presses correctly with the unlocking minigame that's based off of beats and rhythms of a flashing light on the door. It started off a bit weird and might take some getting used to, much like the puzzle game to unlock main security controls, which confused the living heck out of me at first. Like someone trying to explain how the Force works to Han Solo. Yeah, sure kid, whatever you say. But somehow I managed to make it through without spending too much time on those. Honestly though, my favorite section of time with this game came during its second half when I was tasked to head towards Toshara and actually getting to pilot my ship through parts of the galaxy on my own, even being able to use good old hyperspace to make a fast jump at record speed. Luckily there was no Lord Helmet here to give me orders, otherwise I would have went to plaid. Flying through space was pretty awesome. It felt natural and like I was gliding through the galaxy itself, unlike how titles like Starfield has felt in my playthrough of that. And being able to fly towards an actual planet in real time and then initiating a landing to the planet via seamless cinematic really sets off the tone and feel as well. I felt a part of the universe itself, which is what I wanted, the immersion. But what's space flying without the tried and true dogfighting? Oh, you know that it's gonna happen. There is absolutely dogfighting, and it feels more user-friendly and not as tight of controls as other titles, again, like Starfield, and it allows you to boost, speed up, lock onto enemies with missiles, spin and rotate your ship around, and give chase to the enemy TIE fighters or regular bandit ships, as you either are trying to make your grand escape or protect other ships from being looted or destroyed. It was very fun, even if my flying skills weren't exactly up to par as most players would be. I already know my Ubisoft demoist was cringing hard as I make sharp turns and just fly into giant space boulders and damage myself over and over. But I can't help it! I'm as blind as Han Solo was after his entrapment in the Carbonite. So give me a break! Needless to say, my roughly 4 hours of the game, I came out of it with a lot of positive things to say and an overall positive experience. Granted, I know I can't talk about everything I witnessed or show you all everything at this given time, especially regarding my trek across the big open world of the game with my speeder, more in-depth talk in relation to the reputation system that has you complete quests for various factions that inhabit cities that give you jobs to do and allow you to obtain higher rankings with them, or even betray them. Well, it's either them or me, and it won't be me, that's all I'm saying. Eat that, you scumbuckets! I have the high ground here! At the end of the day, the game is shaping up, like I said, to be a sleeper after my impressions with the hours I got with it, and it has a chance to shock people. I truly believe this. However, we will not be able to find out the full story and what exactly this game has in store for us until we play it when it releases and come to our own opinions then. For now, I can just say that I had an enjoyable experience, and hopefully soon I'll be able to share my full thoughts on the title and its scope. But for now, may the Force be with you and your wallets when Star Wars Outlaws from Massive Entertainment and Ubisoft launches August 30th for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and PC.